Hey everyone, for today's video I'm going to be doing my first plan with me. Woo, yay! I am obsessed with planning. I've been doing it for about 2 years now. I started, almost 2 years, July will be 2 years from when I first got my first Erin Condren and I really got into planning, and it's a big part of my life. It's something that I take very seriously. Well, I don't want to say I take very seriously, but it's something that I spend a lot of time doing. So I figured I would go ahead and do my first plan with me and see how you guys like it. I definitely have my own style of planning. This is last week's spread. So I figured I would just bring you guys along for the ride. So, like I said, this is last week's spread. I definitely keep it. There were a couple weeks that I didn't do very good at planning because we just got busy and I just didn't have the time. But I definitely have the same style every single week. It doesn't really change. I keep it pretty regular. So for me, it's not super difficult to go into the next month or into the next week. I did want to show you guys, first off, I got the Glam planner subscription box thing for the first time. I took it out I got it yesterday. Yesterday? Yeah. And I took it out and I looked at it, but I haven't actually used it yet, obviously. So I got that, which I'll show you guys. And then I also have my own little headers that I've made. So this video is kind of all over the place already, but I'll start off by showing you guys the Glam Planner monthly subscription box. So Glam Planner and Scribble Prints Co. are pretty, I don't want to say pretty much the same, but they coincide. Basically, they work together. So I've been getting the Scribble Prints Co. subscription box for, I think I've gotten it twice now. This is one, and then last week's spread, this was for the month of April, and I loved this one. This one was my favorite. So I decided to go ahead and get the Glam Planner one because it just worked out. So as far as the little extras go, and you might hear some noises right now because the boy and the dogs are coming in from outside. But anyways, so the Glam Planner one comes with two little extras. So we have this pen here, which it's a color changing pen, and I'm really sad to say that mine broke in the mail. I opened it up and it was like this, so that's kind of unfortunate. I did test it out yesterday a little bit. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Let me turn this off. Okay. I did play with it a little bit, and it writes really, really well. I like the way that it writes and flows. I'm just kind of scared to use it because I feel like a piece of plastic is going to get jarred into my hand. But there's that, and then there's this cute little note journal book. It's nice and small. It's pocket size, so I really like that. I think I might use this for to start putting some wedding stuff in, so I can kind of have a little pocket book or a little notebook to carry around with me all over in case I want to jot down a note or do something like that. So those are the two little extra that you got, and I probably won't be, obviously not going to use the journal, but I don't think I'm going to be using the pen when I do my spread either. So this month's kit was all about mermaids. So you have your deco sheet, which are these cute little mermaids and bubbles. I think that's super cute. And then you have the little extras. So these are two boxes are what you can use for your sidebar. And then some rescheduled, some miscellaneous headers, a movie marquee. I think this is a little planner. Yeah, a little planner, Etsy delivery sticker, and then a hexagon, just a random hexagon. You also get 8 half boxes, your little headers, your full boxes, checklists, and washi. So you'll see as I start planning, I don't really use the headers in this way. I have my own headers that I like that work well for me. So I actually make my own headers. I usually make my own stickers, but lately I've just gotten super busy that I've been using other shops' pre-printed kits to do it. Here, I can show you guys some of this one I did myself. Almost all of the one. This I did myself. This one I did myself. That one I did myself. That one, this is Valentine's Day. This was another Scribble Prints Co. one. This one I did. This one I did. That's a week that I skipped. This one I did. And then I think we get pretty much caught up. So I usually do make my own. Like I said, I've just been super busy today. But because I have a certain way that I like to plan, I did do my own headers just because the headers that are included in most kits don't work with the way that I like to plan. So I'm going to scoop these up, move them out of the way, and let's go ahead and get started. Another thing about the way that I like to plan is in all of the weeks I have these little sheets that I made. I just made this in an Excel file. There's 2 to a page, and then I just cut them out. And I have these, and every single week I've just attached them with a little piece of washi, and it's really easy because as things happen, I can just go in and write them on the little piece of paper, and I don't have to write them on a sticky note or on the actual page, so that when it comes time to plan, I can just take this off. I pop this to the side right next to me. I don't think you guys are going to be able to see that. Maybe you can see the corner, but I pop it to the side next to me so that I know what I'm actually going to be putting in my planner when I start filling everything out. So it really works well for me. April is not a super crazy month, so I don't have tons to put in there, but let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that I like to do is do the sidebar, and the sidebar is something that I've just recently started doing, and it's like you can see last week I didn't utilize it as much as I should have. There are some times when I utilize it a lot more. I'm still trying to figure out how it works best for me, but we're getting there. So I'm going to take the, what do you call this? The decorative sticker. It's just usually the one that has like a quote or something on it. There's another one, and this is upside down. I understand that. I'm very sorry. So I'm just going to take this, and I like to turn it upside down so that I can put my finger right up against the edge of the page and line it up perfectly, and then slide it down. And then next I'm going to do, so I'm using my headers that I made. I'm going to take this hydrate sticker. Actually, let me see. I don't think, I've never used a Glam Plan kit before, I will admit that. Yeah, so there's no, there's no, like hydrate or any kind of header sticker like that, so I'm going to use my own. And then I'm going to use these little guys, and I think I'll use the blue one. So usually what I do is when I make my own stickers, I put down, let's turn it right side. I have this where it has little drops and you just check them off. But when I use other kits, I just use one of the weekly boxes, and then I just put checks every time I have a glass of water. So, and it works pretty well for the most part. Okay, there's that. Then I'm going to do, where is it? A meal sticker. And this one the kit has a meal sticker, but because I'm using my own headers on the sidebar now, I want to keep it consistent and just use mine. So we're going to do that. And there's a car alarm going off outside now. Okay. That was random. Okay, just put this little guy down. And now I do think I'm actually going to use, let me see, how many? Okay, so you have 8 of these. Okay, so I'm actually going to use a to-do sticker from the kit. Just because I don't have an extra to-do sticker. So I don't know if I really like the way that this is going to turn out because these are blue too. I feel like it's going to be too much blue, but we're just going to roll with it. So I'm going to put down the to-do sticker, just like that. And then we'll take one of the heart check boxes. And I'm going to put this down, you'll see, but I'm not going to stick it all the way down, because what I'm actually going to do is take a piece of washi and put the piece of washi. Actually, you know what? No, I am going to do it that way. I just have to pick which one I like the best. I think I'm going to use this one. Sure. Why the heck not? And what I like to do is just slip it under, just like that, and then press it down. It's easier to do that, and then I have to go back and trim a little bit of it, but I find that it's easier to do that than to try and get it lined up perfectly, because I used to try and do that and it just takes too long. So it's easier, you just end up with like a little itty bitty tiny scrap. Okay, so there's our sidebar, and now we get into the weekly spread, and my weekly spread's pretty much the same across the board. It doesn't ever really change. So first thing that I do, I just get 3 of my to-do headers, and again, these are the headers that I've made myself. And if I'm using another kit, I just try and match it up with the colors that are in the kit, and the lighting is horrible in here right now. I'm so sorry. So I'm just going to go across, and I line it up with the bottom of the little banner, because my stickers are a little bit taller than the boxes are, but they fit just perfectly. It ends up working out really well. Then I'm going to take the check boxes and line these bad boys up in the to-do section. Just like that. And one more. Just like that. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is take 3 of my work headers and pop these down, and I line it up right underneath the checkbox. And again, since they're a little bit taller, they end up going past this little box here, but you don't actually really, if you didn't know any better, if you didn't see me do it, you wouldn't know. And one more. Just like that, and then I leave the work section blank. Then on to my reminders. Reminders are pretty much the same as the to-do boxes. They just get a little header. Just like this. And then I'm going to use the full, oops, that's washi, not full boxes. I'm going to use the full boxes and put that in the reminder section. So I'm just going to kind of start. I usually, depends on what the kit looks like. Usually when I make my own stickers, the full boxes are all the same, just because I don't have the time to make 7 different looking full boxes, and I'm not super particular on it, so I'm okay with them being all the same, if that makes any sense. I do have to say, I really love, I wasn't sure about this kit at first when I opened it, with all like the splatter painting look. I wasn't 100% sure, but now that I've seen it, I have to say I really like it. One thing that I'm going to do that I usually don't do is I'm going to put the bottom washi that came in the kit. I'm going to go ahead and put this down. I usually don't use bottom washi, but for today I figured why not give it a try and just see how it goes. because usually, and I'm still going to do this, usually what I put down here are my journaling labels. I'm going to do this a little bit differently today just to kind of mix it up a little bit. Because I'm filming and it's the first time I'm doing a plan with me and all that good stuff. So I'm going to line up my journaling headers with the bottom of the full box, which is what I usually do. I just usually have the lines underneath it. So what I'm going to do for today is actually, sorry, I can't place stickers and talk at the same time. I'm going to actually use the half boxes that come in this kit and put those underneath the journaling headers, and that'll be my little space to journal. Where did they go? Oh, right here. If it was a snake, it would have bit me. Make sure that's stuck down. So now I'm just going to take the little journaling, or the little half boxes, and stick those down. And like I said, this is where I just do a little bit of journaling. Again, this is the way that I use my planner. It's not for everybody. I like to have a little space to write down kind of the big or important things that happened for that day. It's just, I'm not a good journaler in general, so it's a good space to kind of write a little something and have that little memory note-taking stuff going on. So this is pretty much what my weekly spread looks like. So I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to try to speed through doing Thursday and Friday, because Thursday and Friday are the exact same as Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Nothing really changes here. It's pretty much the same. Like I said, I've gotten this down to a science. I've done it enough that I'm pretty comfortable with this style of planning. I'm pretty comfortable with what I do. There are some people out there that like the no white space look and all of that stuff, and that's not for everybody. It's for some people. It's just not for me. It's just not what I do. I think the main thing for me is that I like to have a space for work stuff, because I do have a normal job, if that's what you want to call it, and normal job every day of the week. So I like to have space that I write down what tasks I've done and what meetings I have, and just kind of my little area for work-related items that I want to kind of keep track of, and that's what I use this open space for. So having a sticker or something there doesn't make sense for me, because I don't know what's going to happen every single day, if that makes sense. So put those down, and we'll do, I think I'm going to do this one. And then I need to put this piece of bottom washi down. Just like that. And do my little journaling headers. One. Okay, so now for the weekend, I don't know why I just did that. So that's gonna be good for right now. Actually, no, I can put the half boxes down here too. I don't know what I was thinking. There's one, and we'll do this one. Perfect. Okay, so for the weekend, what I like to do is I'm just going to take the weekend banner that comes in the kit and line it up. The K is always the center mark. Just like that. The one thing that I feel like I wish I had, so I'm probably not going to use any more of the washi, so I'm going to set that off to the side. The one thing that I wish I had in the Scribble Prints Co. kits, they always come with this little to clean, like little mini checklist. I wish I had one of those because I really like putting that in kind of the weekend area. To have a little thing, but maybe we'll make our own. I'm going to continue doing what I normally do, and then I'll see if I can figure one of those out. So I'm going to put down my to-dos, and then I'm going to use my check boxes. So I use all the check boxes, and at the end I'll kind of show you guys what I end up with left over. It changes week to week because sometimes I use more items, sometimes I don't. This week is a pretty tame week. I don't really have a ton going on this week, so I won't use as many stickers as I use in some of the other weeks. But there are some times where I use a lot more than others. So now I'm going to put down my reminders stickers, and they're going to overlap the check boxes just a little bit, but that's fine. It doesn't really bother me. Then I'm going to put down my full boxes, just like that. So I used all my full boxes as well. And then I'm going to use my 2 journaling labels, headers, whatever you want to call them. There's 1, 2. Grab my little half boxes. It's these 2. I don't know, I just randomly grabbed them. That's kind of crooked, but I don't really care that much. Okay. So now I need to see. So these are the ones that I'm left over. I'm always left with 2 work stickers because I don't work on Saturday and Sunday, but when I make them, I just copy the group because it's easier to do it that way. So I always end up with 2 work stickers, which is fine. This isn't a payday week, so I'm not going to worry about that. Maybe what I will do is I think I'm going to take these little heart checklists, the littles is what they're called, and I'm just going to make my own kind of little checklist guy. So I'm just going to stack these all on top of each other, and I could have put some washi underneath, but I'm not going to worry about it. I will only get 2 out of this instead of the 3 items that I usually get. Well, maybe I can fit 1 more in there. Can I? Yeah, I think I can actually. So we'll do 1 more. And I'll just put my little to clean sticker. It might overlap just a little bit. Nope, I think we're good. So to clean, I like to do that because the weekend, it's kind of one of those things where I'm open to clean whenever during the weekend. So that's kind of how it works out for me. So now what I'm going to do is take my little list guy over here that's off to the side, and I'm going to start filling out my planner, which is where I'll use some more of the stickers, probably not a ton of them, and then I'll decorate a little bit, and then we'll be done, and I'll see what I have left. Let me just check. As soon as I said that, it stopped rolling. Okay, so I had to start it over. But now I'm going to start filling out my planner. So this is what the whole spread looks like. And I'm going to... So I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit everything. Let's see where I am. I don't think I'm going to be able to fit it all in the frame. But essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and start writing down some stuff. So I'm going to move that out of the way just a little bit. And I love these Sharpie pens. They're probably my favorite writing utensil to use in my planner. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bills that I have to pay this week. I don't have 5 of anything, and this kit doesn't come with like a little minis thing. This is, I'll show you what I'm trying to say. This is what I keep some of my stickers in. I need something kind of like this, like these little dots that I could use, but this kit doesn't come with any, and I don't think I have any right now in this color scheme. Let me see. No, I don't. So we'll just improvise. I color code everything, so it shouldn't be too difficult to figure out, but so my planner subscriptions times 2, because I now have 2 of them. Okay, so I just wrote all of those on there. And now I'm just going to stick them down. So these go in the reminder section. And it's the first thing that's in here. Like I said, April's a pretty, or this week in particular, is a pretty tame week. So I don't have too much going on that I need to put in like my reminder section. My to-do list I pretty much fill out as the week goes on. I fill it out day by day. That's kind of how it works out for me. You know, the night before I kind of figure out what exactly I need to do the following day, and then that's just kind of how it ends up working out. And then usually things get transferred over a couple days, because that's just how life works. You can't get everything done all the time right away. Okay, so those are all of my bills. The only other things that I have to notate are one to-do item, which I need my pen for. This is a Copic multiliner in 0.3. I love using this to write on stickers. That, the usual, the Stettler and the Le Pen pens are great too, but I found that I had all of these Copic multiliners just laying around. I don't remember what I was going to do with them. Oh, I bought them for Project Life, and I do use them in Project Life, but I find that they write really well on stickers as well. So I need to send a couple new save the dates. There were some that we got returned to us, so I need to do that tomorrow. So that's the only thing that I have right now on my checklist. One thing that I will say right off the bat that I don't particularly like about these check boxes is that there's no definition to each item. So I kind of ran into the second one, which is going to make it a little bit difficult. But anyways, that's just kind of my thing. I like having the ombre boxes because you get definition to each little item, if that makes sense. But anyways, I mean, this is the first time I'm using a Glam planner kit, so we'll try it out and see how I like it. So there's that. I did also want to notate, at work we have somebody out for the whole week, so I'm going to put that in here as well. Just so that I remember. Probably not going to forget, considering I have to help out with all the tasks, but just to make sure. Perfect. And for right now, that is all I really have to notate. So I know this was kind of a long, rambly video, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Oh, that's one thing that I did want to do. Oh yeah, I forgot about the Little Mermaids. I guess I could use a couple of these. I just don't have a ton of space to put these where I feel like they're not covering other stuff up. So I think I'm actually going to hold off on these right now. Just because I don't like to have, they're a little too big for my taste. That's really what it is that there's not an area that's large enough to really put them so they don't cover anything up. But I'm sure I will find a use for them somewhere. So just to show you guys what I used out of this kit. So to to back it up, this is the weekly spread. Next week, maybe I will do another plan with me, and if I do, I'll show you how this spread turned out. But that's that. And then I wanted to show you guys what I used from the kit. So to start off with what my stickers were, again, I didn't use the to work or the payday sticker because it's not a payday and I don't work on Saturday and Sunday. So that's usually about what I end up with. Sometimes I use the payday, sometimes I don't. I didn't use the deco sheet. From this little guy, I only used the 2 monthly. I don't really go to the movies very often, and I find that these two, again, kind of with the deco sheet, are a little too big to put in the planner as kind of a decorative item. These just didn't really work for me. I'm not a huge fan of these like canceled, rescheduled stickers or whatever. I just don't ever find a use for them. Just because of the way that I plan. I'm sure they work really well for some people, but I just don't ever find a use for them. And then these headers I didn't end up using because I had my own. I have 1 half box left. I used all of the full boxes and all of the checklists, so that's awesome. I used about half of the washi, I would say, so there's still quite a bit left. I'm not a huge washi person, so that's kind of the norm for me. And then as far as the littles sheet or the header sheet goes, I really didn't use much of this, and I never do because I don't use these headers. I use my own headers. It's usually just the littles and then the weekend banner that I get the most use out of, and that's pretty much what I did. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Again, I love using my Erin Condren Life Planner. I can't get enough of it. It's like my addiction, really, honestly. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you did, give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe, and maybe I will be back with another one. But until then, I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you later. Bye!